VII. You got to see us actually start the J20, but now we are back for the attack. So Rob is here, Magic Rob, and what he's doing, as you can see, there's pieces of gasket on the ground, and so this is episode 48, and he's actually, you can see the exposed plugs on the header. Oh, look at that brand new starter down there. Boom. That thing looks beautiful. High performance. Yeah, the high performance.
Thing cranks like a Honda.
So those are the Ender block, Edel block, excuse me, headers. Had to pull out the old ones because these things, they are cracked. They're in some sad shape. So we had to pull those old guys off. Now you can see the similarities. They're the same dimensions and everything. I don't want to tell you the price, but it was expensive to go get this. I had to go to our friends. Remember where I told you in the last video, J&W, over in Antelope. So J&W Auto Wreckers, but they don't disappoint. They come up with the goods. You know, when it's it's crunch time, they've got the parts. Sometimes you just have to give a bunch of blood or something. So we got him removing the bolts on the other side of the header. We're gonna actually probably have to go get some brand new bolts for the install, and then that connects right there. This is the O2 sniffer, and it's gonna, let's see here, what happened here was Rob took the existing exhaust over to his old work, Auto Hospital. Sometimes it's seasonal for him, so he goes there when they need him. But they were able to cut this hole. This is for the sniffer, which we just saw in that last video, right? It was just draped across the other header. Our good boy, who was it over at Auto Hospital? Lance. So Lance was able to cut the hole, put the new plug in, and then do the bead weld all the way around. And so this is where that O2 sensor from the Holley Sniper is going to go into. And since this is basically factory stock, this is like almost OEM, it's going to line up with the existing
sleeve into the cat.
Yeah, it's going to go right into the cat and the muffler situation. So this guy should be smog compliant and all that good stuff. So stay tuned. We're going to oh yeah, it's gonna run better than it was before. Yes, emission-wise. Yeah, emission-wise, and it should be able to pass smog. And then, so yeah, the last episode was a little short, but that was just because we were able to demonstrate this thing getting started. And then today, actually, if possible, if we can pull a miracle on 24th Street over here, be able to drive this down the street. So that's kind of what we're hoping for here on episode 48. So thanks for joining us, JAYSTRAYS. And so here is the other Edel block header, looking really good. Just wanted to kind of show that off. We're almost out of parts here, kind of running out of parts, as it were. All we got literally is valve cover gaskets. And it's been recommended that to keep these stock valve cover gaskets and valve covers and rehab them. So more than likely, that's what we're going to do here. I'm just going to run that past Rob. Rob, according to all the knowledge and street knowledge I'm finding out there, the valve covers, they're saying that I should keep the valve covers I've got because they fit. And that's first of all, and then just rehab them. So clean them all off and then repaint them and put them back.
Paint them and put them back, but I get some done once.
I was just going by what they said at J&W. He's like, if they fit and everything, he's like, yeah, that's a match made in heaven. It's just to rehab them. So stay tuned. We'll see if we find something that we're going to replace or if it's a rehab. Yeah, you never know. Disclaimer. Too shorts on the radio. Too short. All right, he's got all the pieces out now.
Just gotta scrape the other side, and then we gotta go get a bolt or a nut or
yeah, the bolt kit.
Yeah, and then probably get some new crushed donuts. I don't know how healthy your other ones looked.
What is it called?
A little crushed donut that goes in here.
Oh,
it's
okay.
actually under the truck. This guy. they have them set up for getting heat. So we're deleting this. We just need this donut right here. They sell them at the store.
Is it like a gasket?
Yeah. It just goes into the end and then
Into the bottom of the header there?
Suck up to this and crush into that.
So that one's kind of tired is basically what you're saying?
Yeah, we're deleting all the headaches, all the dumb shit.
Wow.
We're bringing it to 21st century.
Yeah, the 21st century J20. Look at how beautiful of a day it is.
Yeah, it is.
Bada boom, bada bing. Yeah, it's a good day to come here.
But watch, we'll still get winter.
Oh, yeah. Winter is never far away. It always likes to return. You can see the snow on the CRS. Excellent. All right, so.
Nevada weather's bipolar. We'll probably get winter in March at this point.
More than likely. So, yeah, we're going to have to go get that bolt kit here shortly.
Yeah.
So, then we're moved to the next stage. All right, J20. JAYSTRAYS. Thanks for joining us. We're going to do a little quick peek on Rob. He's over here. He's
back flange. It's always fun.
Man, look at that. Look at how shiny it is.
Looks way better.
Totally. And those bolts are working, huh?
Yeah.
So basically, just to give him kind of fill, we did not have, when he was ready to install those new headers, we didn't have the bolts for it, so we had to make a quick bolt to Summit. Summit is going to have all of my money. They're going to be a Fortune 500 company forever because of me. So he's installing that, and then there's the flange, and then there's like these little. You can see these things that are down here. This was like the old coupler. We had to get some new. They're like couplers.
Donut gaskets there on the seat on there.
Donut gasket. That's what it is. So, and then we got the gaskets for the Felt Pro. These are the ones that are going on to the. And they see how they come apart in pieces. And then they actually you can put them and line them up exactly with how this header is. And then that's the donut gaskets right there. Again, Felpro getting a lot of business here. And then this is the CO2. This is the sniffer. This is the thing that basically is going to be connected to that hole right there on that exhaust, and then the sniper will be all the emissions from the sniper will be fully functional, and so therefore it'll be something that I'm able to get to pass smog, which every state, like I said, has got their own emissions controls. So make sure you follow your own state's regulations. By us doing this upgrade on the J20, this is going to make it smog compliant, bring it to the 21st century, and run like it just roll off the factory like the Gladdy. So, all right, thanks for joining me. This is JAYSTRAYS, episode 48. Trying to get this bad boy started. Can I actually drive it down the street? We'll see. So there's the old headers. We're going to get rid of those. They can't really be rehabbed because they're cracked, so those are going to just be thrown away. You got Lily. She always likes to keep an eye on Rob, make sure he's doing a good job, and keeping her eye on the neighborhood. Right, Lily? Yes, is her the good girl? Yes, there her is. Sometimes she's camera shy, sometimes she's just chilling. All right, Rob has got the first header in and the flange. He's just trying to tighten the bolts, and then he can get the second header in and connect the flange. Then we got those couplers that go in, in between the header and the exhaust panel, and then Then I think he has to put a couple of wires, like set them aside so they're not resting against the header and the engine cavity. So stuff has to be kind of just tucked up a little bit, because he's still finishing looming, excuse me, and putting P clamps. He's got a few other things and that he needs to do inside the engine compartment, and then that will be good to go. All right. JAYSTRAYS episode 48 continues. Well, we're getting darn close. We got let's get a bird's eye. Got the second one in now. You see the nice ender block stamp on the ender block stamp on the header itself, which also matches the intake, which is also the same. I got to clean up that intake. The intake itself might actually need to get a new gasket. Didn't you say that the intake might need a new gasket?
Yeah, first ports always leak.
So we're getting there. We're going to take a pause for the cause, and then get another tool that's needed to finish this job, and then we'll be back. Those headers look so good. We gotta look again. This thing is just becoming a monster. It's becoming a monster. Man, look at that. That is just, it's just getting all chromed out. So between the sniper, the intake, those valve covers, that starter, yeah, I mean, it's like all I got to do is kind of rehab these valve cover gaskets and do the delete on some of this. So Rob will come back, and we need to get another tool that can reach all the way on the backside of the header gasket. Header
Standard stuff.
Yeah. He has tools, I have tools, and we still don't have the right tool.
Tools are just spread out. Too much stuff for it all to be at my house. So my standard stuff's in my big box at my uncle's house.
But look at how nice it's looking. We got both of them in. Looking good.
I'm tighten them up tomorrow, sew up the exhaust, and see how she runs.
Yeah.
Everything out of the way, do the neutral safety bypass, and hopefully go drive her.
Go driving.
Oh yeah.
JAYSTRAYS, episode 48. All right, JAYSTRAYS. Just doing another update where we're waiting to put the rest of the exhaust together. I figured I'd give you a little update on what I did. All right. So we have removed the old rack. Maybe still functional. Maybe. Not sure. But look at that. No rack. Oh, there's Lily. She wanted to join. Oh, the door closed. Yeah, Lily wants to be around. So we're doing a quick update. Waiting to install this last piece of exhaust. Yep, she's walking with me. So here's our update. We've taken the old rack out of the truck. You can see how spacious it actually is. This nice long bed. Then we got those brand new Edelblock headers. On both sides. And so really, the only thing that's really left to do is connect this exhaust piece. But we got some cosmetic stuff that we're gonna have to do in the back of this truck. You know, do a little grafting of some sheet metal. Somebody had done it over in that corner. You see that little piece of sheet metal next to the wheel well. So somebody had done that. And you know, our plan is to rehab this. Some people have said, oh, get another bed. These beds aren't just out there to get another bed, okay? And especially with the tailgate. So it's just, you know, rehab it, you know? So that's my plan. Get this thing dialed in. You can see, I wanted to save one of these. So you see how corroded and nasty that the bolts were that I had to get out. So you can see how corroded the bolt was. They went straight into the bed itself, which is really stupid. They should have had some sort of mounting plates. But you know, this came from Florida, and so they kind of hillbillied it out a little bit, forgive the term. So we're trying to restore this thing, and one of our big plans is we're going to diamond plate underneath. You can see there's like an open space right here on the back of this wheel flange, so there's easily a spot to mount diamond plate, and also vice versa on this side I can put diamond plating underneath the fender well, and then that will help mitigate some damage when you're off-roading or in the elements. So that's the story there. We got that old rack off, and the J20 is looking real good now without that rack on there. I'm going to be putting a camper shell on that bad boy. All right, still working on this. Here is the bed completely cleaned out now. Now we got cosmetic stuff obviously to do to this truck. That's okay. But now the template is free. Of course, I'll cut that out, put a new piece in there, get it welded in there correctly. And then there's a spot up there, up at the front of the bed, that needs a little piece. We got some corner grafting that needs to happen along the wheel well. But once we do the grafting on the inside, on both sides of the wheel well, then we'll set about doing the diamond plating on the inside. But you can see that there's damage. What happened is the truck was in Florida, and it would rain, and the rain would settle because this truck versus this truck's got drain holes underneath this thing. You know, if you guys saw me do the install on this bed cover, you saw me run the drain plugs through. Well, this truck does not have said drain plugs. Okay, it does have holes for drain, but it might be the way that the truck was parked. Okay, it could have been parked at an angle, like at a pitch, and then the water settled like a Cashman area right there behind. So that really is the more pressing matter. This side's not as bad. It's got some damage, but that side's not as bad. And so, you know, here at JAYSTRAYS, you know, we're constantly trying to get this truck closer and closer. Rob is almost here, and we'll be putting in that exhaust piece that goes from the catalytic converter over to the brand new headers. And yeah, looking pretty good from a distance. Yep, the tale of two trucks. All right, we're checking it out. There's the exhaust piece right there. What have we done so far?
Headers are on. I fixed the plug wires. They look like shit. Now they're good. Give it a little test fire. Make sure we're good.
Uh-oh, test fire. It's gonna get loud. There you go.
Holy shit, it sounds so good with them headers. Full exhaust though.
JAYSTRAYS J20 Holley Sniper install. So yeah, now that all the plugs are in, you got the headers in, now you just got to do that one connection, right, on the bottom?
Put the Y pipe on and put the O2 in.
Yeah, put the O2 sniffer in.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Way better.
Magic Rob. Maybe you guys leave a comment. Maybe you can get him to come to your place and do some work. Rob's got to do some cutting. Tell us what you're going to cut, Rob.
I just got to slit the old, basically the U-shackle.
One of those
Slit one of these guys at the bottom because it's rusted, and then slit the outer sleeve so it'll come off.
Okay. So that's what he's doing. We're just kind of...
Hand me a rag, Bobby.
I got you. There you go.
Come on, man. Just solve this problem the real way. Get it done over with.
Sounds like it got it, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so you hear that loud pop. Here's the broken loud pop U-ring. Dude, this thing was taxed. Look at how rusty it is. Yeah, well.
Music rights go to Mozzie.
What'd you say?
Said music rights go to Mozzie.
Oh yeah, Mozzie. So there's that broken piece. That's hilarious. So he's doing some more cutting.
Just gotta do a stress cut for the outer pipe so it comes off.
Nice. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, he pulled it down, ladies and gentlemen. There is the oldie. Oh man.
Show them the slit.
So the slit that he had to make.
Side of the other tube, yeah. Right there.
So there's the cut that he had to make that we just filmed so that this thing would come off. But as you can see, it's the exact same unit as that one, but brand new. Plus,
O2.
it's got the O2 sensor already done by Lance. Lance is the man, the myth, and the legend. Quick update. We sometimes here at JAYSTRAYS work into the, evening hours, and then Rob and Ian are working together as a team to try to get the inner sleeve off of the exhaust, because the exhaust will fit over the stock exhaust system underneath the truck, and then there's only 4 bolts to get it. So he's trying to get it loose, and we shall continue. Prepping that Y pipe. Had to remove a flange off the bottom. That took us about an hour.
It kicked our asses.
Yeah, there was a piece of extra flange right down here, and we didn't want to waste any footage with that because that was a struggle, and we didn't. Nobody needs to see that struggle. So once he connects this Y pipe and then connects the O2 sensor, we're pretty much connected on the entire exhaust system, less one extra little clamp, and then it should be able to start and sound really good. It'll be connected to the cat and the muffler, and then we'll see if we can start this thing up and even drive it down the street tonight. It's only 7 o'clock here on the West Coast, but it seems later. So here we are, 2 men on a mission. We are on a mission. So we're gonna get underneath and try to see some of this mission. Boom, 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 boom.
Music rights to burner.
Uh-oh, burner.
This is gonna be fun. Pushing my donuts.
Boom, 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 boom. So he's got to connect it right there. As you can see with the flashlight, I'm connecting it. Uh-oh, right there. Trying to get this on film. I'm sure it'll take some finagling to finesse it in there.
Not almost fun. I think I gotta get up on the jet first.
Oh, you got to come up with it, then come back with it. Yeah.
There she is.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the trick. That was the trick.
Now.
Yeah, I see. Yep. Look at that.
Might need the wire wheel to clean this up.
Oh, look at that. Marrying right up. Look at that. Marrying right up.
Yeah, we might need to clean that, but we know it's gonna fit. How are we looking over there? I gotta turn it a little bit more. We'll get this side bolted and then we'll turn it, clear the oil pan.
Wow. Looks good. Just needs to be kind of tightened up in place. But yeah, we got the Y exhaust connected to the actual cap. And he's just got to connect it to the bottom of the two header outs. Awesome. JAYSTRAYS, episode 48. Oh, we got Rob. He's underneath. He's doing the final tightening on the exhaust connected to the headers. So you can kind of see it down there. He's down there doing the torquing. Right there. Yeah, I'm like doing the little camera.
Nice fancy stud and copper nuts.
Oh yeah, that looks superb down there.
Tighten up all the little clamps.
And then on this side, just to get a bird's eye, you see it's connected down there to the header. So he's just we had to get some new studs. So this thing is officially connected. It's just oh yeah, he's just got to put the O2 sensor in, and then we should be able to start and maybe drive this thing today. Is that the plan?
Neutral safety switch, and I gotta figure out the shift linkage.
Nice. Shift linkage, neutral safety switch. A couple of odds and ends basically, and then
wire up the column and the transmission.
Oh, and some wiring in the column and the transmission. This man is the man, the myth, and the legend of Rob. So yeah, JAYSTRAYS, episode 48. You saw on the last episode, which is a short episode, that we, got this thing started, but that was without those headers, and it was really just not running properly because it couldn't sniff the O2. Now this new exhaust, it's connected with the new headers. With the O2 sensor, this thing should be able to run spot on. So that's what we're hoping, and then hopefully we can execute some driving and get that in this video. JAYSTRAYS. Oh wow.
A lot of moisture. She sounds good back here though. Here, let's hear it back here first.
Yeah. Sounding good. Looking smooth.
So we just have 2 exhaust leaks from the old emission stuff. We just gotta go get some caps. Fire right up, got 55.
Wow. Running solid. Oh, here is Master Rob doing his master. He's taking the old wiring harness and he's kind of roping it and getting it all organized so it'll mesh with that new fuse plate, and then go connecting to the sniper. So it was a hot mess.
Yeah, not
There's
fun.
pieces of it all over the place, but he field stripped it just for the parts that are needed so it can run the dash console and run this.
Safety, all the column, the headlights.
Yep, everything will work actually on this when he puts it all in there. So we're really close on this. This is one of those detail things that it isn't going to drive unless this is connected. So, but yeah, he's the man. So we'll take another brief break and we'll come back and see where we're at. As with all things with the J20, there's always something else that we have not got totally dialed here, and part of it is we're missing some plugs here.
Yeah, everything from the column's missing for the ignition switch. And
Missing
brake pedal, all that stuff's missing.
Yeah, so I rebuilt that, had that steering column rebuilt at J&W, but some of the plugs are not there. So I'm gonna have to do a little itemized list and then make another trip to J&W.
Yeah, well,
So the
alternator wiring hooked up.
alternator's already hooked up.
Yeah, alternator's hooked up for now until we get the other clamp, and then that goes to the dash. So
Okay.
we can put the battery in it. It should fire and run perfect.
Okay, let's get that and then we'll close with that. All right, we're gonna see if it starts. He's got the alternator now connected. There we go. There we go.
It's in park. It's not leaping forward.
Yeah, it's not leaping forward. If you saw earlier in the video, it's leaping forward. The shift linkage is connected. We had to get a cotter pin. So for me to have my headlights and my blinkers on the sides and my rear tail lights, we've got a couple of plugs we need to get from J&W. But as you can see, the sniper is in.
Deep learning.
Yeah, it's basically it's like trying to establish a rhythm. Let's see. Look on the inside here. Screens on the floor. There we go. Yeah, she's running good. She's running really good. So technically it can drive, but we need lights on this thing. It's already getting dark. So we've got basically these three plugs right here that are for the tail lights and for the ignition, for the tail lights and for the signals for the blinkers. So we're gonna close with that. This is JAYSTRAYS. This is episode 48. This is actually episode number 7. We had Magic Rob, who's done amazing things with this thing. It's running absolutely amazing. That new exhaust is in there. Let's take a look. We got that new Edel block. Yeah, we got the Edel block in there. Exhaust, it's all connected. You can see it on the side. Now it's chirping a little bit because we've got caps that we need to put on this on some exposed areas. But yeah, you can see that wonderful engine. Uh-oh. All right, JAYSTRAYS, episode 48. Please join us again. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We got all kinds of new stuff. There's still plenty of snow in the mountains, but we haven't done many snow adventures. We've been really focused on our vehicles, but that's okay. You know, there's always more content. I'm getting my garden ready. I've been working on that. I actually didn't even film that today, but
Good way to test your fan.
oh yeah, it's a good way to test your fan. Oh, look at that magic trick. Rob is a magician. I told you guys, he doesn't just do cars, he does magic tricks. All right, I'll see you next time, JAYSTRAYS.